Are we live? Yes. Okay. Hi. We we got sort of a light show today, because we got new DLC for Jojo, All Star Battle R. We got new trailers for Tekken because that's just the routine we're on right now. We just get the the DLC every single week. We have a new trailer, however, for Netmarble Solo Leveling Arise and the first ever gameplay for Seven Deadly Sins Origins, which is one of my most anticipated games this year. Or maybe it was, because after this gameplay, I don't know anymore. Welcome to Around the Bush. Hello, everybody! Welcome! Settle in. We're gonna start right off the bat with the Seven Deadly Sins gameplay. Rene is still on vacation, so we got Ender up. Who's gonna be with
it's me.
Yeah, it's gonna be doing the whole thing. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. I caught this Seven Deadly Sins gameplay after Dom posted like a Twitter post. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Why is there footage?
There is footage, and it's on the Netmarble Global channel. Like, it's the official channel there for Netmarble and everything. So even though this comes from the GDC, the Game Developers Conference, which doesn't always give us gamers new stuff. Sometimes we get a sneak peek here and there, but most of the stuff shown at GDC is aimed at game developers and not gamers. So I thought it was weird that this came out of there, and then they posted it on the official YouTube channel, which goes, well, I mean, that's the general public. That's not even the game developers. And I don't know. This looks super downgraded from other trailers we've seen. So that was my first impression. It was like, oh no, they lied.
I never expected to look exactly like the trailers. I guess I set my expectations a lot lower than most people. Okay. I am decently impressed.
I do like some of the stuff we've seen. There's going to be like a breakdown and a full reaction on the main YouTube channel. I did record all of that. But TLDR, very disappointed by the visual discrepancy because, I don't like to be lied to. Call me crazy. I don't like it when they show one thing and then, oh, here's gameplay. Wow, that is completely different. This animation work in combat, though, it is still very impressive. Combat-wise, like, what you have in terms of abilities is actually not that much. So each character seems to have two abilities. One is if you press the portrait down there at the bottom. And the other one is like an ultimate that you can see right there in the middle of the screen. There is one more button for some characters, like this guy. That seems to be like a movement ability. I haven't seen this used in combat ever. But that is it. They got like 3 moves per character.
A lot less than I expected. Yeah. I was a little worried. I'm like, is combat gonna be that fun? I mean, it looks neat, but...
Yeah, is it always going to be like the same stuff? Is it just like, okay, throw these 2 abilities switch, throw these 2 abilities switch? Kind of like the worry I'm having for ZZZ, too, which looks super repetitive, even though it is stylish as hell.
Yeah, the thing that does give me somewhat hope is that halfway through this trailer, the what I'm assuming is the MC changes weapons throughout the game.
Nice. Good vision there, Ender. That's very well spotted. So Tristan here, who seems to be the main character, you start seeing him with 2 blades right here. And then he switches over in the next clip to a big claymore. You hold it down to spin. It's just like Genshin. The stamina goes down. You can spin forever. And then he has like a longsword. So yes, I don't know if the weapon switching is going to be for everyone. I mean, I in the video I gave the example, King wielding a claymore will be very weird. So maybe the weapon stuff is exclusive to Tristan. But still, I mean, if he's the MC, that will probably already give you some gameplay variety.
Yeah, I hope that. I hope at some point we do get more, at least point of explanation for this. Because I really hope this combat's fun. Because the exploration looks a lot of fun. Hell, we have a underwater section right here. Yeah, that just absolutely looks amazing. I love this.
May I just say that if you are looking for royal apples and you have 1 out of 10, this is not the best place to look. Probably. I'm not
bobbing
sure
for apples, in the entire ocean.
Maybe. I mean, the Seven Deadly Sins can be a weird universe, but I don't think apples grow underwater. Very basic puzzle where, like, you use a rock for a pressure plate. You can use your character for the second pressure plate. Not every game allows you to do that. But yeah, I like puzzles in open world games. That's no surprise to anybody ever. It kind of, how good they are, I think, kind of usually depends on how far they're willing to take the system mechanics. A lot of games are afraid to make puzzles a bit harder, and they stick to basic things like this. But of course, basic things like this are required to teach the players about more complex stuff. So this really doesn't tell me much other than, hey, there's puzzles. There's a weapon just sitting in the corner. I like the way the loot is presented. Like, it feels like it's part of the environment, you know? But that seems like a spear that you can pick up. See how it shines there? But it's just leaning against the wall. Yeah. I like how it's just a part of the environment instead of like open a chest, which I'm sure we'll have treasure chests and stuff like that, but you can just pick that weapon. It's just there. Cut to 7 Deadly Sins Origin. So yeah, I think my first impression was, downgrade. And then my second impression was, okay, there's some stuff here. So I'm down. I'm still interested. Is it still my most anticipated game of 2023? I don't know. The wow factor was not in this gameplay segment here. I think it still looks cool. I think it still looks like something I want to play. I don't think it looks like such a game changer anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I still absolutely play this, despite that I don't care for two shits about 7 Deadly Sins at all. This definitely gets me excited. Maybe to watch the anime and then get disappointed and then not, but...
I am not going back to the anime. What this game will do, though, is it will make me read the manga. Because I've heard so many people go, yo, the anime did it really dirty. Did it super dirty, the manga is fire. So, like, that's what this will do. It will make me read manga. And Avatar Yaya in chat, like, he'll be one of those saying, do not go back to anime, read the manga.
Good to know, good to know.
And of course, like, I've said this multiple times, but this is a Netmarble game, and it just feels like these two games are linked, because every time there's something new for one game, they show something new for the other game. So Solo Leveling Arise also gets a new trailer here. I don't think there's a lot of new stuff. I mean, as far as cutscenes go, there's this new 2D style that they're showing here and there. I like the look of it a lot. I really like the look of it. But then gameplay-wise, it's kind of more of what we have seen already. I don't know if you've seen this before, Andrew.
Yeah, I was impressed by the actual in-game cutscene. I'm like, damn, this game still looks this good. I'm definitely a lot more visually impressed with this than 7 Deadly Sins.
But it was the opposite, man. It was the opposite. Like, before the gameplay we got for 7 Deadly Sins, that was the more impressive visually, the most impressive game. And now it's this, but like at the same time, where's the gameplay demo? Like, where's the downgrade? Now I'm afraid of that, you know?
I think there might actually be gameplay somewhere.
I think so, towards the end.
Not even like just in this. There might be like a whole like gameplay segment video somewhere posted.
Oh, I think the first trailer showed some gameplay. But it's just like the 7 Deadly Sins gameplay. Like, there's no HUD, and you go, is this really gameplay? I mean, and to be fair, it's not always malicious. It's not always like, well, developers and publishers are showing you the game better than it will look in the end because they want your money. It's not always the case. Sometimes it's like that's your target, and that's the game you start developing, but then you start adding more and more features to it, and you cannot keep those visuals. And you have to downgrade, and no one's happy about that change. And turns out there is no gameplay here.
No, I said no mic voice. You can check.
40 minutes of gameplay for Solo Leveling. Let's go. That's not.
Yeah, I don't know what this intro is.
Rock Lee. All right, let me see some action. Oh, play. Okay, this looks visually more impressive for sure. 100%.
That's really cool.
How did we miss this? Is this kind
I don't know. Yeah, this is 3 months ago, according to this video.
Wow.
So this just went under everyone's radar.
Completely. That's crazy. Is it mobile or console? It is both mobile and PC, I believe, this one. 7 Deadly Sins is more of a Genshin situation where it's mobile, PC, and console. I don't think this one is announced for console. I could be wrong, but I believe this one is mobile and PC.
I would say you're right, because I don't think I see anything about 7 Deadly, and that's, Solo Leveling in console.
Yeah. So thanks for that, Toph. Yeah, visually this looks impressive.
Yeah, I like this. This is well, actually a little bit more impressed with this combat than 7 Death.
Definitely, yeah, and you see like, just like in the HUD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack buttons. Okay. Like that.
And then you get like the party in the top right.
Plus the party, yeah, exactly. Seems like there's more to do. Ah, that's the ultimate from the trailer. Okay, yeah, so Netmarble, still making these 2 games. Neat. Let's move on to DLC character that I believe we all played, right, Ender? Mr. Keisho Nijimura.
Keisho Nijimura.
Yeah.
Yep.
The DLC no one asked for?
Someone maybe, but no one that we know of.
Yeah, I mean, I made that whole poll before the game came out on like, hey, who do you want the final characters to be? And I don't remember a single vote going to Keisho. Not a single one, but here he is. A lot of people in the comments were like, yeah, if they're adding a Part 4 representative, he's the guy that makes the most sense. To which I go,
yeah, that was my reasoning as well. It's like, what are we going to add? Pole Jam?
You
it's
don't
like,
have to add a Part 4 representative. You have 4
Also
DLC
true.
slots, man. You have 4 DLC slots, you're not going to cover every part. So yeah, kind of a weird one, and then I also don't think the character's good. What are your thoughts on the guy? The actual, like, character moveset and all that?
I don't like it. It's not me. I think it reminds me a lot of, and I hate when characters make me feel this way. Reminds me a lot of Narancia, and then I kind of just think, why would I just play Narancia?
Yeah.
It's like,
No, please continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine. But it's like, yeah, I don't like playing a character feeling, oh yeah, this feels like this, but worse. So why not just play this other character? And I think I don't think that's good for a DLC that I had to pay for. Like, I don't think that's, yeah, no.
100%. I think characters don't have to be competitively good if they are able to make them fun and unique inside the roster. And like, making a unique character in Jojo, super hard. Like, I recognize how hard that mission is when the roster is so big and so diverse. Like, that's not an easy thing to do, to bring a new DLC and make it feel fresh. But like you said, like, it doesn't feel new. It doesn't feel new, and then he also doesn't feel good. So, like, it's a double loss. Plus, there's no character hype. So, like, this is a big fail as a DLC, in my opinion. And apparently yours too. So sometimes it's weird to, like, just call stuff bad, because it's not my type of character. I didn't vibe with him, you know? But maybe someone else will. But in this case, I'm feeling like that's the general response.
Yeah, it's definitely a big decrease in the value for the general season pass. I hope the last character's a banger, because I don't.
So there have been leaks.
There have been leaks.
Can we talk about the leaks? Because
I don't know much about them, if you know more than me.
I think we know who the last character is. As someone who is excited to play the Jojo DLC whenever it comes out, try out the characters and whatnot, would you like to know what character this is? I'll use you as the metric to whether or not I should talk about the leaks.
Sure, I'm down.
Okay, it's a new version of Diego.
Oh, is it Time Stop? Okay.
Now, to be fair, there were a few votes for that character in the poll I made. So it's not a character no one wants, but it's not a character I expected. When you only have 4 DLC slots, it is kind of weird. But,
I think there's something that can be made. I don't know, because he's in Eyes of Heaven, right? That version's also in Eyes of Heaven. It's like 2 Diegos. I could see something come from that.
There are a bunch of Are there 2 Diegos in Eyes of Heaven? Eyes of Heaven roster. Let's do it. Eyes of Heaven. Rejects. And Diego. Brando. I don't think so. There's the New World Dio. But I don't think... Wait, maybe the Giant Bomb wiki is not the best source for this. Characters playable. Would be... Oh, there he is. Diego, another universe. So, like...
Okay.
Diego from another world. Yeah, exactly. The alternate Diego. That is the one that's coming, I believe. Which, I mean, okay. I think when this game launched, we expected a lot of recycled assets from Eyes of Heaven, and we got some. I mean, Weather Report being released as a free DLC, it was like, okay, yeah, you've already done a lot of the work on the model for Eyes of Heaven, definitely. So bringing him here was not as hard as like creating a new character from scratch, but still, really cool that the character was free and all that. And then Keicho comes out and it's like, he wasn't playable in Eyes of Heaven. Like, what's going on? And I think an expectation was set. And now, oh, no, actually, we are gonna go into Eyes of Heaven. It's so wild, man. I don't know what to expect anymore.
Yeah, expectations are weird for characters. I don't really have any myself now I think about it. It's just like, I hope they're fun.
Yeah, and it could be fun. We'll be here to judge, as usual. I'll try him out, and like, even though he's not the character I would want the most, I'm always a sucker for cool movesets, for cool gimmicks, and that's the biggest deal for me. It's not like which character is this, but like how do they play. So that will be exciting to see. And with that, folks, we're gonna close it out as we usually do. Ooh, what did I do? Okay. We're gonna close it out as we usually do with some Tekken gameplay. So we got 2 trailers again. So the one of them just came out, but we got Lars earlier this week, which people are saying, "Yo, he's the most anime character ever in this." Look, Lars has been anime since Naruto Storm 2. Okay, so
quite literally.
I don't know what you're expecting, but yes, Lars Anderson took the Tekken anime to another level in this trailer, 100%.
I didn't know he was in Storm 2 until Vegeta's pointed it out, and I was absolutely blown away.
Oh, for real? Yeah. He's like, when people said in Storm Connections, yo, everyone's back, and every character from Storm, it was like, is Lars back? I don't think
yes, I thought about that immediately after. I'm like, wait, Storm's Connections Lars?
We did not get it. Do you think 7 Deadly Sins will be gacha, or the characters will be obtained through the story? Both. I don't think you will obtain all the characters through the story. I think some of the characters will be gacha only. I think they will give you access to a lot of characters at the base level, because a lot of them have unique movement abilities, and they probably want you to be able to complete the content. But then to make those characters stronger and whatnot, you're probably gonna have to gacha. I think both. There he is, Lars from Tekken, and then we have the brand new trailer, just came out, fresh from the press, Jack 8. So we haven't quite reached the hot takes level yet, where I think we're still in the predictable roster territory. They're running out, though. They are running out.
Yeah.
I think next week we'll still get some predictable characters. Before I forget, though, next week, no around the bush. It's my turn to go on vacation. If Rainier wants to do it, he'll do it, but I doubt it. So there probably will be no around the bush next week. And then we'll just react to the following week to like 8 character reveals.
17 different characters. Tekken, Street Fighter pulled out some shit out their ass, maybe.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I haven't watched this yet. This is my first time doing it. You still got the gun arm, so that's great.
I don't entirely care for Jack 8, I'm gonna be honest, but...
Oh, I used to play the hell out of Jack 8 in Tekken 3. I was an Eddie Gordo main. I really liked Warang, but somehow Jack was the character I won with the most. So that was my Tekken 3 experience.
Yeah, I don't think I have Tekken 3 experience. I think I started Tekken 5.
Yeah, that's the boomer talking, man. Alright, let's see that rage art. Okay, good start.
I do enjoy massive gun. If I gotta do something, giant ass railgun is quite nice.
Sweet. That is bigger than I thought. Alright, that's what she said. And with that, folks, we are done. We are done with the news of the day. And yeah, I told you guys it was going to be a short one, but we can move on to Q&A. And now Andrup is going to be answering questions too. So looking at chat, looking at Discord on No Mic Voice, ask your questions away, and we'll take as many as we can before we're out of here.
You played Have a Nice Death yet?
Yeah, I played up to what's he called? I played one run. I forgot. I completely forgot that was a roguelike. Completely forgot. Like,
yeah, I said that to you like day one.
about 3 levels in, I'm like, oh, right. This is a roguelike. So I thought I'm gonna do one run and go to bed because it was we were approaching 1 a.m. territory. So I made it past Brad, who is the first boss.
Yep, Brad. Yep.
Died somewhere before making it to the second one. So,
okay.
Yeah, leveled up to level 3, I believe, in one run. So that was pretty good. Unlocked a bunch of stuff. Like, okay, I'm enjoying the loop. I did think, okay, combat is a bit too basic, but then I started understanding the cloaks, the spells. And apparently the basic weapon also changes. Okay. So maybe it's not that basic. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Enjoying discovering it for now, I would say. Let's see. I know I already asked, but have you looked at the new Honkai Star Rail news? No. What is it, Mika? Break it down for me. Zek and Glauku, do you think the next Xenoverse 2 DLC is the last one, or will they extend since Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is coming? They don't want to collide it with Xenoverse 3 release. I think Xenoverse 2 exists in its own space right now until Tenkaichi 4 comes out. I think Tenkaichi 4 and Xenoverse 2 will collide hard. And I think people, like, if that's a half decent game, if Tenkaichi 4 is a half decent game, people will move on from Xenoverse into there. I think for some players it will be hard to move on to a game with less content because there's no shot. There's no shot Tenkaichi 4 comes out and has more content than Xenoverse 2 has right now with all the DLC, right? It will slowly build up to that point, but I think for some people that jump will be hard. And I don't think Xenoverse 3 is in their plans. I don't think, like, Xenoverse 3 seemed like the easiest slam dunk of all time, and I think it will happen at some point. I don't think it will happen for a really long time. I think we will now enter the Budokai Tenkaichi 4 arc, and then DLC for that will extend for years to come, and then they'll release Xenoverse 3, when it will be a nostalgia thing. Because right now, they would just compete with themselves, honestly. It doesn't feel like a smart idea to release both of those games. So I don't think this will be the last DLC for Xenoverse 2, because I think the Tenkaichi 4 release is far into the future. Brad, how did my brother get into that game? Brad. B-R-A-D, Brad. Hello. This is a special program and put out a release date, April 26th for Honkai Star Rail. Good to know. I will write that down right now on my calendar. I did not know. Honkai Star Rail, the 26th of April. That is a Wednesday. Honkai Star Rail. Oh, that's a game that I'm not super sold on yet, honestly. It's a game that I'm like, feels too gacha and not enough game there, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, I'm always willing to give it a shot, but it hasn't quite sold me yet. Do we know it's developed? Yeah, so sorry, go on.
Yeah, I've seen some reviews on like Honkai Star Rail when like the beta or like whatever that when closed beta thing was out that none of us knew when that was happening. I feel like, like it was it had the grind in the pretty far in the beginning. It felt like, at least according to the people, the one review I saw. I think about it. There is like a whole resin system and stuff like that. It's pretty Genshin-like when it comes to its gotcha-isms.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything in the banner in the beta, so I can't say how much it is when it comes to the currency. But yeah, I'm not entirely sold even from like a money spending perspective.
Right. I mean, I usually go into those games hoping the gacha doesn't get too much in the way of enjoying the game itself. And from that perspective, Honkai still hasn't grabbed me. I don't think, like, gacha is a business model and not a genre, and I say that over and over, but there are a lot of influences from that business model in the RPG genre. It ends up influencing it a lot. But I think a lot of developers and players even are thinking of gacha as a genre, and that's a genre I don't want to play. Like, I don't find it fun, right? There's usually a game beyond the gacha that can be interesting for me, but I haven't found it with Honkai yet. But that's where I am, man. They also announced the PlayStation version with no release date. Cool. I mean, that's cool. Do we know who's developing Tenkaichi 4 yet? We do not. Do you think Tenkaichi 4 will be around 2025-ish, or... I could see next year. I could see 2024. I could see that. They don't have any other Dragon Ball game announced. Like, that's the next one. And Breakers failed kind of hard, even though they have all these long-term plans for it. So I think they need to hurry up and put something out. At the same time, we live in a different era now, where they got a bunch of DLC lined up for Kakarot. They got a bunch of DLC lined up for the Breakers even though it failed. And they'll probably make more DLC for Xenoverse as well. But they don't have to hurry up as much as they used to, but I still think Bandai likes to put out a Dragon Ball game once every 2 years at least. Do you think Connections is like Generations and Revolution? Just a middle game to buy time for Storm 5? No. No. I think Connections is the Jojo All-Star Battle R of Naruto. It's the modernization of an old game they released back when there was no DLC, no season passes, so they can support the game long term in a different way, in an online way, with content and more sales after selling you the base game. I think that's what it is. It could lead into a Storm 5, yes, 100%, but I don't think that's the plan right now. Does Breakers not get players? No. It's so dead. Gacha genre does exist, to be honest. It's like Dokkan, where the game provides absolutely minimum in terms of gameplay. Anything you get out of it is just because of the gacha. Right, yeah. No, I agree with what you're saying. I think Dokkan... I think it's a change of perspective, right? And Dokkan, I don't think is a gacha. The gacha is the business model, and it dictates a lot of the decisions around the game design, 100%. I think that's a match game at its core. It's like a match 3, but it's not 3. It's popping bubbles. That's the game part of it, right? Which anime are you looking out for in the next season?
Oh, I have a couple.
Dude, Demon Slayer starts in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, Demon Slayer, like exactly. Dr. Stone
Stone starts in like 2 weeks. Yeah, too. That too.
I have like a couple random ones. Like there's one called Oshinoko. That no, fucking Ranking of Kings is coming back, baby. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Let's go. Have you heard the news of solo leveling?
What do you mean, like specifically?
Okay,
like
so
next winter?
Solo leveling, yeah. I got a trailer for the anime and all that, and the release date. Yeah, next winter. I think you're right. Apparently, they're changing the background from the main character.
Wait, what? Like his origin? Wait, what?
He's Japanese now instead of Korean.
Oh, because it's okay. Yeah.
Well, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing?
That totally won't have consequences later on in the story.
Oh boy. Anyway, I'm not gonna act mad about it because I haven't read Solo Leveling, but the reaction I saw from fans is like, "Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool." Oh man.
There is actual story problems with that.
Damn.
That'll probably come because of that. So yeah.
Gonna watch the premiere of Swordsmith Village Arc in theaters tomorrow. Where?
Oh yeah, that was being hosted in like theaters. I don't know if that's like everywhere.
That's a Portuguese name, so I want. That's Duplo right there. I don't know where the fuck he's going. Wait, he's from Lisbon. Uh-oh. Nosh has it? Okay. Okay. I might look for that. Oh, anyway. Is that Q&A done? I am now keeping an eye on No Mic. Oh, what do I think of Kim? So Kim was posted in news. We've never reacted to a King of Fighters character, I don't think. But well, I don't play this game. I don't know what to think of Kim.
I like his pants. I'm happy that his pants are big and baggy and dumb, and that's all I care about Kim.
That's the type of reaction you're gonna get from us, really. Like, we don't play the game. I don't know. He's there. Cool. I'm happy for KOF.
I play the game, I just only care about his pants.
Airing in multiple theaters around the country. Starting today, there's also a session tomorrow and Sunday. Best pants in fighting games. Alright. Guess I'm going to the theater today, tomorrow, or Sunday. I do have a lot of plans this weekend. I'll find the time. I have to. I must.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna go to a theater and not find this online. Find that online later. Totally. Yeah.
Honestly, I think whatever we see in theaters will be what you see on the premiere. I think that's it.
Also true.
That said, I need to know. So, like, I'll go to theaters, then I'll watch the anime and go, oh, that was a waste of money. Or I'll let you know, no, actually, they showed some shit. Well. Yeah, but I believe what people are watching in theaters is just, like, early access to what people are watching on TV. Straight up.
Like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, like 2 weeks from now. You're paying for early access. Movie early access. Anime early access. I'll tell you what. Like, if that is what it is, they'll catch me once. They won't catch me again.
I mean, they technically got everyone with fucking Mugen Train.
Mugen Train is a different movie. The anime is not the same thing. It's got a lot of reused stuff. The movie experience is completely different. I found. Even like
That's
just
fair.
not splitting it into an episode format, I think it hits very differently. And I think also it was developed first as a movie and then broken down into episodes. So like, I think that's a very different thing. That is like, okay, we are gonna make a movie. You're gonna pay to see the movie, and then like a year later, we might break the movie down into episodes and like show it in a different way. That is a different thing than like we're just gonna show you this thing 2 weeks early. Did the anime have the same quality as the movie? Yeah, because they had to match it. Because they reused a lot of the movie stuff for the show. Like they had some extra scenes in the anime because they were able to. They split it into different episodes, but they had to match the movie quality. But the thing is, they then matched the movie quality on the entertainment district as well. So like they just elevated the quality. Yeah. They elevated the quality for that movie, and then they capped it for the actual anime. How do I
fucking like Swordsmith?
How do I get friends to play Dragon Ball games with? I'm asking for me. I don't know about friends, but you can play Dragon Ball games with acquaintances pretty easily. What Dragon Ball games do you want to play? That's the question. If you want fighters, you can just go on matchmaking. If you want Xenoverse, I don't know. How do you play Xenoverse with people? You go on matchmaking?
There's probably like a Xenoverse Discord somewhere.
Probably. If you want to play Breakers, I'm sorry. I don't think it's happening. If you want to play Tenkaichi 3, there's actually a Discord that's actively hosting tournaments still. According to the synopsis, the movie will start with the finale of the Entertainment District arc, yes, and will all the way to the beginning of Swordsmith Village arc. Yeah, so like 2 weeks from now, we're not going to rewatch the finale of the Entertainment District. But that's what they do in the movies, because it's like, we need to fill for an hour and a half. Oh, we only have a 20-minute episode? Uh-oh. Let's just replay the end of the Entertainment District.
There is also, I feel like, the natural segue to the stuff that they're going to show. Like, you and me, we know what they're going to show in the beginning. Yeah.
True. Anyway, I believe that is it. Thank you, guys. You just gave me one more thing to do, which is go to the movies. I am now going to need to take care of that this weekend, apparently. Cool. Thanks for that. You have 77 points and nothing to do with them, but congrats on the points. That's gonna do it. Enderup, thank you so much for hosting this one with me, man. It's a real pleasure. Kind of a light news week.
When Renee dies, I will replace him.
Yes, that is the plan. Not sure if there will be Around the Bush next week again. It's my turn to be on vacation. I will be out of the country, so no Around the Bush at all. I will be leaving on Thursday though, so there is still Wanted next week. We're gonna do Wanted on Wednesday, as usual. But that's it. Yeah, look forward to more content. There is the reaction and breakdown of the 7 Deadly Sins trailer coming up today on the channel. And if you guys were here around 3 weeks ago, I want to say, watching me play Dragon Ball Z The Legend, that will finally be a video on the channel. What about Jojo? You missed it. It was a video on Wednesday. What do you mean? Fake fans. God damn it. Infiltrating my streams. How dare they? These goddamn fake fans. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Fake.
Fake.